Hey, what's up, you zone dweebies? How you doing? I'm the real Manos, and kind of out of coffee. Alright, so this is a first thoughts when it comes to the new trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife that came out a few days ago. I believe it came out Monday. I know I'm late. So let's get started talking about this. I've watched the trailer a couple times, and these are my first thoughts. So I'm going to try and get this out of the way quickly. I don't want to talk about the more toxic elements to the Ghostbusters fan conversation, although, to be honest, I feel it's unavoidable at this point. So I'll do my best to really avoid it, but it's probably going to leak in here and there. So, the trailer essentially takes place somewhere, I don't know, the Midwest or something like that, where some kids find some Ghostbusters stuff, including a ghost trap that they find at Ecto-1. They find out how there's references to, Grandpa had this and this and this. And apparently, a couple of these kids are Egon's grandkids. So they mention it to their teacher, played by Paul Rudd, and he talks about, man, you hadn't heard about what was going on in the 80s in New York City, and he shows them some video from the film of them walking up to the building to fight Gozer. So apparently some ghosts escape, and they fight them with Ecto-1, and then you hear Bill Murray's lines from the original film about fate and karma. And that's kind of it. Okay, let's get this out of the way first. I'm a big Ghostbusters fan all the way back to '84. It was the first film I saw as a kid twice in the theaters. Meant a lot to me. I was a big fan of it. I was obsessed with that film, as well as the real Ghostbusters cartoon. I taped as many episodes as I could on VHS. Big fan of it. I even bought and read some of the crappy real Ghostbusters cartoons from Now Comics. They're bad. And, okay, yeah, I was a big fan. I also, watched some of the Extreme Ghostbusters. I even watched some of the awful Slimer and the real Ghostbusters. Terrible show. Do not watch it. It's terrible. And, of course, I also did give Ghostbusters 2 a chance. And I gave the reboot a chance, which I do like. And, okay, now to the present, and I'm underwhelmed. I can't believe that they go so far in the other direction to be rather humorless. And this is directed by Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, and I feel like they're going the other direction. The 2016 Answer the Call film went with the reboot idea and taking the idea of kind of placing new characters in the same situation, kind of the archetypes. And this one is going the opposite route. This is like doing a continuation with new characters, where I imagine the original characters will pop up and kind of pass the baton in the film. And it's also taking a more serious route. Matter of fact, I don't think I really hear a real joke in this entire trailer. Now, it's unfair to judge a film based on its trailer. You can't tell if a movie's going to be good by its first trailer. There have been many times where I was completely wrong on my viewing of a trailer, where I thought the movie was going to be great, it turned out to be terrible, and vice versa. Like, oh, that's a terrible trailer, it's going to be an awful movie. And then the movie comes out and it's great. That's happened several times over the years. So trailers can't tell you if the movie's going to be good, obviously. I know a lot of YouTubers think that's true, but no, it's not. But they can inform you of tone. Now, if you go back to the trailers for the original 3 Ghostbusters films, the tones in those trailers are pretty indicative of those films. So if what we have to go with this trailer as any indication, this one is taking a more serious route. It's got to have humor in it. It's a movie. All action sci-fi blockbusters for the summer have humor in them. Batman versus Superman had jokes. Seven had jokes. So, this will obviously have some humor in it. But this film, from what I gather from this trailer, now granted, it's a summer movie, so we'll be getting probably 8 more trailers to tell us different parts and aspects of this film. But the first one is, I tend to think the first trailer is sort of a mission statement. This is what we're going to be doing with the film. Very similar to the Wonder Woman 84 trailer. I think that kind of gave you a message of, at least what the themes were going to be in this upcoming movie. So that's what I gather from this, where it's going to be very nostalgia heavy and kind of turning it into a mythos, and it almost feels like Ghostbusters, Afterlife, Transformers, Bumblebee, The Force Awakens, where it's kind of taking that route of turning it into folklore. And I don't think Ghostbusters really fits that aspect as well as say Star Wars does, because Star Wars is designed to feel like folklore. This is not. Ghostbusters, at its heart, is an action comedy horror sci-fi franchise. It's the idea that if you take a horror sci-fi action film and throw regular Saturday Night Live people at it, that's kind of what it is. You can have serious moments in a Ghostbusters story, but I think it's a mistake when comedy isn't the lead, if that makes any sense. And I just get the sense that that's what they're doing. And I think people who are really, really, really mad about the 2016 film are the type of people who want their thing taken seriously. And so this feels like it's doing that. It feels like it's trying to also pander to nostalgia. And I don't need my nostalgia pandered to. If pandering to my nostalgia is all you got, well, then you ain't got much. And that's kind of my feelings when I watch that. It's like, you know what? I'm a teenager from the 80s. I'm a little over having my butt kissed when it comes to this kind of stuff. Come on, show. I don't know. It's just, it just leaves me underwhelmed, and it's kind of frustrating because I know they're making a big deal out of doing it right this time, and I don't think this is the right direction. Now, of course, I could be wrong. What they're doing could turn out to be really great, but this is my first gut reaction when I see this trailer and I see this tone put out there. Now, of course, we didn't see the original actors from Ghostbusters. They were literally all apart, except for Rick Moranis and Harold Ramis. I imagine their parts will be less than 10 minutes. They'll be essentially passing the baton in the film, which was actually what they did in the 2016 remake, except they were playing different characters. This one, they'll be playing their original characters, but essentially serving the same purpose. Hey, you guys got it going on. You can take it from here. That's essentially what I would be surprised if their screen time in the film were more than 10 minutes. So, I am not pressed. Now, I'm sure there'll be a few more trailers. I will take a look at them, give them a shot, and see if maybe they pique my interest. But if it keeps on going this route, I'll be honest with you, I might not even go see it. If you take out the Ghostbusters elements, this looks like literally any film that just has Ghostbusters logos in it. So, we'll see. All right, those were my first thoughts. What did you think? Did you feel the same way I did? Were you kind of neutral on it? Were you really excited? Hated it? Loved it? I don't know. Leave me a comment below, and you can subscribe. to this channel. And you can also follow me on all the various sites I go on. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and you can purchase my comic Red Knight at manospublishing.com and support this channel on Patreon. All right, so I think that's it. Push the button, Lindsay.